everybody, and welcome into Bro Talk, the spot where real men kick back, speak up, and keep it all the way 100. Hosted by the committee. We're talking about the stuff most folks are too shy, too proud, or too scared to bring up. From everyday grind to the heavy mental battles, from dating disasters to dad duties. Nothing's off limits. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Trap. I'm going to be tonight's host, and I'm joined as always with my esteemed colleagues. Shout them out. We got Touche, we got EA, and we
What's
got the boy
happening?
G. So in our intro, we talked about us having conversations about topics that may seem a little bit taboo. Well, guess what? We got one of those tonight. I do want to have a quick disclaimer. Might be a little bit sensitive to most folks. So if you're a little sensitive, you might want to step away from this one. But tonight we're gonna discuss uh, an issue that happens to most men. About ED, erectile dysfunction. A little bit about erectile dysfunction. It affects a large number of men. And I'm just going to read this what we got off the internet. The percentage of men with the erectile dysfunction varies by age, but it's common and becomes more prevalent with age. Studies estimate that about 50% of men between the age of 40 and 70 will have, issues with ED. For men under 40, that number goes down to about 26%. So it can affect anybody. So about a couple weeks ago, I sent the fellas a video. It was by a content creator. I'm gonna shout him out. Goes by the name of Daym Drops, and the video talks about his issues with ED and one of the ways that he went about uh, addressing it. So let's just say that the pills that he was getting weren't working, and the next step for him was to get a prosthetic penis. So we're gonna react to this video tonight.
This is for individuals living with ED. This is when you go to your doctor, fellas, and a lot of you have strong egos about you. Trust me, I was one of the individuals. Not a lot of men want to admit the fact that they cannot be sexually active, regardless of what they do. It happens for various reasons. It's diabetes, it happens old age, it happens because you're just not really in the mood, though you may think that you are. There's a multitude of reasons why you cannot perform sexually. So you go to your doctor. Doc, what do you have for me? I need to get back right. I need to get back to myself. Doc is like, listen, let's start with pills. So doctor, he'll start you off with Viagra or something similar to it in hopes that will help. And maybe in the beginning it does help. But then maybe after that, your body just kind of gets acclimated to it and it's no longer helping. You find yourself not showing up to the occasion when you would love to show up to the occasion, and you can't. And you can't. That does a lot to a man mentally. I'm gonna tell you right now, it did a lot to me mentally when there were just a whole lot of times the boy I couldn't rock out. I could do everything else. Show up to the party, make sure everybody's having a good time up off in the party, right? But when it came time for me and my boy to be at attention, like, hey, we in the building, we're ready to get busy. There's nothing I can do. Bet. So now Viagra is no longer working. What next, Doc? Well, we can always go ahead with the penis injections. Ouch. Doc, I don't even do drugs. You want me to start injecting myself? Come on, Doc. Why are we playing those games? And you want me to inject my boy? The most sensitive of areas. It's one thing when you're injecting your arm or if you're injecting your stomach, for diabetics, right? It's another thing when you're injecting your boy. Doc. He's like, hey, you want to be sexually active, right? Yeah. Inject yourself. All right, bet. So now, y'all, I'm injecting the boy. I'm injecting my business. Maybe I was injecting myself wrong because it hurt. And those little injections right there is not for me. I'm gonna tell you right now, it is not for me. It might be for you fellas, in all respect, if it is, but it was not for me. Couldn't get down, couldn't get busy with it. Doc, what else do you have for me? He was like, well, remember when we were talking about surgery? The prosthetic penis? Yeah. The cylinder. Oh, yeah. He's like, we can always do surgery.
All right, so I was watching the video from Daym Drops about the prosthetic penis, and he made a couple comments about uh, calling it the Superman. All right, so I understand that most people think about getting a prosthetic penis, and they think about it enhancing them, and they getting more more, more length, girth, whatever. So my question tonight, I wanted to ask the fellas is, do you think that getting an enhancement like a prosthetic penis would be something that you would do given the circumstances if erectile dysfunction uh, really came into your life and you had to choose as a way of bypassing that and being, getting your man Johnson where it needs to be. So I want to pose the question first to Corey. What do you think, brother? And did you watch the video first? Did you watch the video, and how do you feel about that specific topic of prosthetic penis?
Hey, Trap, before Corey get into it,
Uh-huh.
just in case they fast forwarded the YouTube video,
Mhm.
could you kind of explain the prosthetic part of it, just in case somebody means that
Gotcha.
just in case they didn't watch that YouTube video that we put up.
So for anybody that's wondering, the prosthetic penis part is not prosthetic to the point where they chop it off and put another one on. No, you have and if you want to watch the video, please go and watch the video. The creator's name is Daym Drops. But the prosthetic part is that they insert a mechanism inside of you that you would have to press a button to be able to have your penis inflated. Okay. So it's not per se that the prosthetic part is they chop it out, put another one on. No, it's you're using the one that you got, but you have there is certain mechanism to help you be able to do what you need to do. So again, Corey,
Hey,
question asked.
so just real quick, it's like they add hydraulics to your joint. You gotta hit them switches to get it to go up and down. I bet.
Oh, so I did watch the video. I thought he was playing at first, until I kind of did some further research, and I saw that this procedure is a real thing. Probably more popular in Europe across the water, but it is definitely a thing that is making its way to the States. From an educational standpoint, I understood why he chose to go the route he went. I don't know if it's something I would do per se. And I even had a conversation with my wife about it because, I kind of let her know what we were going to be talking about this week. And she added some perspective, it being any different than procedures that women may get done, whether that be a reduction or any,
Enhancement.
boob job, foot lift, like whatever, any enhancement, right? Um, because I was like, my position at first was like tripping. But then, she added a little bit of perspective to it. And I kind of came to the conclusion of, whatever floats your boat. Cause ultimately, it's about you and your partner and the satisfaction between you. So that's it. As I thought it was somewhat extreme. I mean, it's interesting. I did a whole lot of research. They say sensations are still similar. They say that they also say that after some time, they may have to go in and update the mechanism, meaning they would have to do the procedure or the process again, depending. Put some more hydraulic oil in there. Yeah, I guess if the oil is what I've personally had a vasectomy, and that was pretty painful for me. Some other people have gone through it. I'm like, oh yeah, maybe up and at it in a couple days. Not a lot of scarring from what they say. So it sounded like some pros too. So it's a deep thing.
No, your response was well thought out, and I can appreciate it. And I will say this as well. I thought it was satire as well at first, but really listening to him and getting into it, like you said, it's a real thing. Um, so I posed the same question to you.
Would I do it,
Hmm.
or what I think
And
about it?
what you think about it.
I mean, on a serious note, ED it's a real issue for a lot of men, especially when you get old in age.
when you get up in age. So
or
I,
medical conditions, or medical conditions.
any medical condition. Most of the time, it's always related to your health. So I think it's one of those things where we as men, we just don't like to go to the doctor. We still, some of us are still hard headed on that part. But just to, I guess, to just watch his attitude about it, it kind of caught my interest. Like, he was upbeat about it. But being married and being at the age I am now, I would definitely do it. You know, if I was maybe in my 60s, probably not. But yeah, I would definitely do it. I would definitely try it because I know that's important in the marriage. So I would definitely do what I had to do to, make sure everything was good.
So what's the difference between doing it now and then doing it in your 60s? Because you said if you were in your 60s, you wouldn't do it. So what would make you not do it in your 60s?
Probably my libido would probably be a whole lot lower. I know I don't want to offend anybody and say it's people that 67 still doing things, but just saying that sex wouldn't probably be as important as it is now at that age.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Maybe then that would really play in the field,
Okay. That would,
in the play.
that would make sense. So with ED affecting as many people and a large percentage of men that it do, G, what's your perspective on that? Especially with it, ED being such a high percentage, like half of men over 40. That's a lot of people, bro, that deal with ED. And
Hey,
and what's your take on
that's
the Superman?
that's a true statement. I mean, you think about it, right? Um, when you're in your 40s, majority of us have been married for a hot minute, right? Some of us not, especially when you're in a marriage. At least my perspective, right? There was time is like experience the ED and whatnot, and sometimes it comes to a point where maybe the spouse is like, "Oh, you ain't attracted to me anymore,"
Yeah.
or it's like, "Oh, we don't make love or have sex like we used to," right? Um, and when you add this perspective, you're like, "Hey, it ain't here. It's something else." You know what I mean?
Right.
It ain't the mind. It ain't me trying to convince myself like, "Yo, gee, he still hot," like, "Hey, I like that," but it most likely ain't that, you right? Because like you just said, the statistics don't lie. That data's there saying that, like, hey, half the folks just can't, it just don't work no more. It don't work like it used to. I mean, going 2-3 rounds ain't a thing anymore. I ain't gonna lie. But my perspective is like, if your relationship is still, I guess you can say, I wouldn't
Active,
say
Frisky,
reliant. I
frisky,
get, huh?
frisky.
frisky,
Frisky, like he was saying, it's like, hey, if I can go get me an enhancement, aka the Superman, let's do it. Because like C was saying, what his wife brought up is, what's the difference, you know, of a female feeling better about herself, doing these different surgeries, doing these kind of different things to boost they what's the word? Confidence.
Confidence. Yeah.
Boost their confidence. Hey, sometimes a brother may need a confidence boost as well. It comes in different forms, right? Some may like, you want some abs. I want some sculpted calves. I want to last a little longer. I mean, it could kind of be just that same track, right? So if you can, and I guess we'll talk about the cost later on, but if you can stomach that, it's not a bad deal. And especially if you watch the video, man, he gets pretty in depth on how this actually works. It's just not like, hey, you go ahead and toss something in there, pump it up, let it go, and you're running. No, you become very intimate with yourself, and you're going to learn a lot about self on a daily basis, and more than maybe more than a few times a day. So that's what I think is like, hey, if you have an opportunity to do something like that and your spouse is on board, run it. If you in that industry, why not? you about to just be permanently in that industry. So
Yeah.
And plus,
there's a lot of perspectives behind it, right?
and G don't mean to
Like,
cut you
hey,
off, but G,
yeah,
it's gonna save a lot of marriages though. Think about it. Because if you could pump it up and she change her mind, say her head hurt, you can just let it right back down.
pop it down. Hey, sometimes that may be a lot more often than not. You better wait till you're ready to go before you hit the pump.
Oh my.
That's what I'm saying. You ain't got to warm up. You can just wait right till you for sure know it's gonna happen. We gonna do something. Not some of them. Yeah, we gonna do something tonight. Then them headaches come and them stomach ache come. So this gonna save a lot
Hey,
of marriages. Yeah.
send that Google invite. Be like, hey, we got a meeting tonight. You want the 1, 2, or 3 pump?
Oh wow.
So
You
Pump it up.
Chubb or you want Eiffel Tower? What we got tonight?
Oh
so
Lord have
so
mercy.
I don't know if I said this, but I think that E and G both touched on it. My wife stated that she wouldn't have an issue with it. Now that's we not talking about that, but in the conversation, kind of said that she wouldn't have an issue with that procedure. So which made me feel, I guess, better or supported. I'll use
There, that's
that
a better
word.
word. That's a better word
Or
for sure.
supported because it is such a sensitive issue.
But see here, check this out. See, and I know what you're going with, and I know what you're saying is when we think of it as men, right? Your man part is kind of a big deal. Like it's a lot of people get that mindset like, hey, if you ain't swinging an elephant trunk, you ain't nothing. Or you ain't that man, or you ain't that big. But it's just like, yo, but that's when it gets sensitive. It's like dudes like, yo, your man part gotta be your man part. It gotta be a part, right?
Yeah,
So some people it's like we said, sensitive. It's taboo. It's a hit on the ego, right?
Hmm.
So if you able to kind of be like, hey, if you got a spouse or somebody else, like, hey, I ain't gonna be mad if you did it. I'll be there to support you. It's the same concept of me. Like, hey, if you got some titties, I like some titties. I ain't gonna be mad at you. So we
You
both
know you
gonna have
can't
fun.
you can't explain cheating with that thing, right?
Wait, what?
You know that, right?
Elaborate. Please. What do
You
you
can't
mean?
cheat with that pump.
Yeah.
In order for you to cheat, you got to pump it up.
like that's what I'm saying.
Ain't no more. I just failed.
Nah,
Nah, you had to pump it up. You
it,
pumped it up.
it took effort.
You pumped it up.
Hey, yo, hey, hey,
That's
I,
why she's so supportive. So she can tell you, yeah,
I,
you pumped that up.
That's on you, buddy.
hey, check it. All right. So just to let everybody know, we doing our best to stay within the guardrails, okay?
Hmm.
But there's gonna be some times where it's gonna go off the guardrails, and it's gonna be one of them times like right about meow, because there may be some time where you just ain't awake,
So
and
He
it,
got a
somebody
point.
wants a little something.
so
He
the
got a point.
price point of this bad boy, to get the Superman. Corey, how much you say it was?
$27,000.
That's worth it.
27 of them things.
It's worth it.
It's worth it. It's worth it.
Yeah.
Now, that's a big price, right? It's a big price. If any females have done any kind of research, that actually ain't that big of a price, especially when they talk about female enhancements. It's not they on par with other stuff.
So
So
we can
if
go
you
to
put it into that,
the Dominican and get the knockoff version of it. Is that what you saying?
Man, don't cheap it out.
Hey,
Don't cheap it out, bro. Don't do
hey, right, right, Trap. I mean,
Cause that was some of
no,
them do.
no.
No, they don't get the
You
real.
only get one. You only get one. E.
And I'll say it
I
like
just
this.
can't go buy another one.
I'll say it like this. If you get a BBL, you just got something to look at. It's not a functioning part. Getting this
True.
is getting something done to
Well,
your functioning part. You're using this is a part of your function. Getting some fake movies. That's just
okay.
you're looking at that. That's visual.
That's display.
That's
That's
display.
display.
Hey,
This is something that you're
but
actually using
but you know there's a female procedures as well, right?
to make them do what?
I mean, what you mean?
What it make it do?
For what?
To for the female is to tighten it up.
Oh hell!
Yes,
Oh, the
that's
the
a thing too.
rejuvenation. Yeah, the
Yes,
rejuvenation.
the
Yeah, the
rejuvenation.
surgery. Yeah.
So if we want to get into that portion, if you got the male side, that's the female side, and it's functional.
I'm out of touch. I'm so
So
out of touch right now because I had no idea.
Yeah,
You
that,
just
yeah,
blew
that's
my
been a
mind.
thing. That's
yes.
yeah, that's just like
So
it tightens up the make it tighter and yeah.
Wow.
now forgive us that we don't know the medical terms of the that piece or pieces. So
Yeah.
Like
forgive us on that. But
you can do something similar at spas too. I got a
oh,
homegirl that has a spa, and she was trying to explain it to me because she was trying to get me to gift my wife for Mother's Day, for birthday, for Valentine's, and it's a spa treatment, and she kind of went into it to explain the
What it do?
gift.
Okay, so it's called a
Huh?
yeah. Well, I mean, I
vaginoplasty.
think for the spa, there you go.
Yeah.
A vaginoplasty.
But
Okay.
for the spa one is like it's like some kind of ointment or some kind of like
It's a
light
steam.
therapy.
Man, we all the way out of our
We talking crazy right now, so
No,
we
it's
might just
okay.
want to just
Let it roll.
So the way that she explained it to me was that like it's like sitting on a toilet or like something like that, a seat, and the tentacles.
okay, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it vapors and I think now that's what I got from what she was trying to,
It dried out.
I'm
no,
I'm about to sound real stupid here,
I don't
but
know that it dried it
I
out,
wonder if you
but
put your face down in there and just clear all the wrinkles up. Yeah, just tighten it everything. I'm about to lose some eye bags. It's like, hey, about to
They
look
use a
15 years
vinegar.
younger.
They use vinegar.
Did you say
they
E?
what?
Did you say use vinegar?
Yeah, like they used to do in the old days.
Use some vinegar.
That's not what they did with that, man.
Okay. You ain't never heard of a vinegar bath that prostitutes used to take and it draws everything back in? Oh yeah. Yeah, do your research.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to just believe you on that one.
Yeah.
You know what they use
you
vinegar
from-
as well for, but
I'm
Yeah,
not
I don't
sure.
even-
I'm not sure on that one. E.
Vinegar not just for good
I'm in the
collard
bar-
greens and stuff, It has a lot of purposes.
this boy, right?
I stand behind the chair and I cut hair. Like dead in my lane. Young.
So please, committee members out there, please comment on the video. Let us know what you think, what your thoughts are. And just like and subscribe to our videos, man. We really appreciate everybody.